We ain't doing it no more. Period. If it ain't weed, we ain't doing it no more. And when I say we, I mean us as a group, us as a whole. The whole emo music artists. Like, no drugs.
So we just heard Dare from Trippie Redd. Drake has also reacted to the passing of Juice WRLD. He said the following: I would like to see all the younger generation live longer. I hate waking up and hearing another story filled with blessings was cut short. Now, my thoughts are this. Listen, Trippie Redd says that as a industry we've got to do better and stop doing pills and stop popping shit that isn't weed, but ultimately that's a great opinion to have, but is it gonna change? You'll always find that after these things kind of kick off, people pass away. A week or so after people forget and they go back to how it was. So ultimately, the only way these things can change, they can't change as an industry. People have to take personal responsibility. That's what it comes down to. Every person has to make a choice, and they can't be influenced by others. If a rap song influences you, that's your business. Yeah? If you're influenced by Future talking about Miley Percocet, that's your business. Simple as that. And that's why some people say, oh, the rappers, they're bad influence. You can only be influenced if you're allowed to be influenced. If people mind their own business and make sure they're okay, or make sure their shit's on point, everything will be blessed. Juice WRLD would most likely still be here if he didn't have the issues he had. Now, don't get me wrong. People can find themselves in a rut. They can find themselves in a bit of a hole. But once again, responsibility. As a grown-ass man, yeah, he was young, 21, but still, at some point, you've got to look after yourself. No one else ain't going to look after you. No one else gives a fuck about you in that sense. Which is why personal responsibility and personal... what's the word? Yeah, just taking responsibility for your own life. Because no one else is going to watch it. Yeah? When you're popping codeine or whatever you're doing, no one cares about you being alive. In that sense. Or no one's watching over you. There ain't no angel watching over you, looking after your body, looking after your health. These things are... your body is vulnerable. It's relatively weak, as we've seen. And this stuff ain't rocket science. Lean is just one thing. It's a pharmaceutical product. It's not made for daily consumption. So it's really not rocket science. If you consume something that's not good for you, you're going to end up dead. And if as an adult, if you can't understand that, what can I say? It's one of them ones. But, of course, this message from an industry leader like Trippie Redd, it's good to have at least the thoughts there. Will it change anything? In reality, no. Most likely in a week from now, everyone will be rapping about it and doing it. And I don't really, like I said, I don't really disrespect people rapping about it. I think you have a right to say what you want. If you want, I think the bars are good as well. The bars are catchy. The songs are fruity. I enjoy some of the songs. So, in that sense, I wouldn't even want to see it go away. I think the songs are fire. But it comes down to people making choices. If you choose to ruin your body and risk your life, that's what you choose to do. Live by the sword, die by the sword. Then there's what Drake said, the drizzle, the six god. And I've got to be honest on that point. These men are dropping off like flies. I think there's either some pagan industry curse going on. Man sold their souls out. Or, like I said, there's just people making bad choices. It's one or the other. Who knows? People make out there's some demonic industry. People, you know what I mean, selling their souls and shit. Who knows what's going on? But one thing we do know is, never mind selling your soul, drinking codeine ain't going to help keep you living, is it? There's two things in the hip-hop industry that ain't helping. Guns and drugs, essentially. Both of which, they require human foolishness. Yeah? If you use your brain, you shouldn't be letting no ting off or ingesting no ting. Now, don't get me wrong, I've made certain choices in my own life to do with whatever's, but still, you have to own that choice. And to be fair to to be fair to Juice WRLD, he did kind of own that choice. I think he rapped about dying young or whatever. So, as long as you understand the consequences, but I think sometimes being young, you don't really appreciate. It's easy to kind of say when you're young that, oh, fuck it, YOLO kind of thing. But in reality, well, when you're dead, I guess. So you don't even know you didn't know any different about it. But in them dying moments, maybe Juice WRLD would have regretted his actions, and that's what's important. You've got to think, you've got to try, and like I said, it's easy when you're young not to think about these things, but however old you are, you've got to try and think now, how am I going to feel in the future? Think about how your actions affect going forward, because once it's too late, it's too late. Once you're seized up and you're faded and you're rolling over to the other side, it's one of them ones, game over. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Like, comment, subscribe, and your boy will be back.